Okay, okay. Oh. This button. There we go. There we go. Alright, so what are we doing today, you may ask? We're on BloomCraft. On my creative world. Doing creative world things. I need to post this in the Discord. I've just realized, oh my goodness. Share. Copy link. Alright. Community. Live stream. There we go. Okay, sweet. There we go. Alright. We are ready to go. Alright. Everything is ready. We got some houses to build. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna build. We have some stuff we gotta be doing for my next episode, and I want to design a couple houses today. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be real fun. Probably maybe even some factory buildings if we really feel like it. Which I kind of feel like making factory buildings as well. So we will get started. Okay. I may have to take a break here in a little bit to fix my finger. I have a cut on my finger and it might start bleeding, but we'll see. Anyways. Alright. Let's clear that. I want to add a plot here. So let's grab some white wool and let's just build kind of like a box. Just kind of like right about there. Something kind of like that. All right. So we need to build an entire house with trees and everything inside of this pretty small little box here. So I'm gonna try some new strategies today just to see if we can get something interesting built. Let's try this. Some cobblestone. Tough. So let's kind of just go with this, and this. I want to kind of try some slightly irregular. Hello, how was it going? I am just building today. Essentially at irregular angles like this. Well, I might do that. Ooh, I kind of like that. And then we can do that. Oh, I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. So let's do some of this. So we have kind of our build out, our frame here, which actually that looks nice. I'm actually really happy with that. Let's stack these up as well. I need to figure out some gradients for this because it doesn't have a gradient yet. Do we have a good gradient for cobblestone somewhere? Yes, tough, andesite, and regular stone. And I am building some houses for my. I forgot to make this quick. Oh my gosh, I forgot to make this fast response time, so now it's gonna be delayed. Everything's gonna be delayed. But I'm making houses for my base on the server because I need a couple of different houses to go into for my next build. So that's gonna be fun. Let's go with tough. Can I fill in these gaps here? I like that. That works. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. You know, actually, I kind of like that front end. It's an interesting style house. Like the design here is a little bit wild, but I kind of like the idea of it. Actually, that doesn't look bad. I kind of like that. I kind of want to take the stripped spruce or stripped oak and replace it with stripped spruce. Give it a little bit of a darker tone. There's something a little bit different. Let's see. Now this kind of gives us the ability to work with a green tone as well with this spruce because of the green pixels, greenish pixels. So I should be able to do some of that. Now I need to figure out some windows here. I think I just want to oh, not there, not there, not there. Oh, that was tough. Although I want to put one there. I want to put one there. And then we can do the entrance. Thank you. I think it looks better. It does. The beams don't show up as much. Actually, this angle looks really nice. Quite like that. Let's grab some white stained glass because white stained glass will look a little better. I think. Yes, it will. Now, what I can do is I can do that to kind of fill out these corners. So we can do that. So it fills out the corners there. And then the back sides, we would do the same. So I think I like the blocks of glass better. And then we can do like an entrance or something. Probably right here, I would imagine. How do we want to do the entrance here? Oh, it's such a strange house design. I'm kind of trying to. I'm just kind of going with what I'm feeling right now, which is just random chaos. Let's see. Let's add kind of a second. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. So we're gonna take away the kind of weird shape here, but we're gonna add. Well, we're gonna keep the weird shape, but we're gonna add like a porch, if you will. This should make sense in a second. So we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do this. Alt. All right, so let's. There we go. Okay, so we'll expand it to there, and then we'll break all of this. There we go. So now you get this sort of covered area here. Now, but I want to put the door here, I think. Okay, so let's put some tuff here, and then put a door here. And I think I'm gonna go with a pale oak door because I kind of want to use pale oak a little bit more. Ooh. I think I gotta add a little bit more. Maybe a pale oak, like that, and then take a soul lantern and hang it like right next to the door. So something kind of like that. I kind of like that. It's kind of a strange look, but I think it works. Let's also build that out because I didn't do that. It's a strange looking house for sure, but I think it actually looks pretty decent. Let's also go ahead and just expand this out. Nope. Nope. So we're gonna expand this all the way to be kind of the first floor roof. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep these beams pointed up because, well, we want the beams up. That's not where that goes. That one goes right there, but we're not gonna do that one. We're not gonna mess with it. Yeah, it's simply a strange house, but that's kind of what I'm going for here. What if I have a better idea? What if we went with some dark oak here? Let's just put some cobblestone in. Right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of this, kind of like so. I probably need to put, I think this is actually tough. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's a little bit darker. A little darker. There we go. We'll do something kind of like. Sorry. We'll do something kind of like that. Okay. And I think I want tough blocks along this edge, and then both of these edges. So we kind of have like a patio almost, kind of like that. I think that works. It's kind of weird, but I kind of like it. I just need to do a bit more detailing work. Might need to expand out this. Yeah, that. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Because I don't really want to. I guess I could. You know what I could do, actually? I wonder if I could use this. So let's put you there. You there. Kind of like that. That. And then that. So kind of like this, which is a little bit strange. Then we come in with the pale oak wood. It's a little bit purple. I don't know about that. Maybe. I think I need to trust the process with this. So that's what we're gonna trust the process. Trust the process. Ooh, it's kind of, yeah. That's kind of cool. I quite like that, actually. Ow, something is on my foot. Yikes. Oh, man. I think that looks good. As like a very strange house. If that makes sense. So let's go ahead and bring this up. As well as that. And then from here, what I could do, I think I'm gonna stack this here so that I can grab. Oh, all right, have fun. I'll talk to you later. Oh, not there. Kind of like this. I think I need to do some work with that though. And then we'll do that. So there we have this. I wonder if I put a log right here in the middle. Kind of like that, but what about... Tough. Yeah, we can do that. That'll work. And then our gradient that we've been using. Kind of like that. I don't know. That kind of falters a little bit. Though. Let me grab. Okay, does this work though? If we kind of stretch it like that. I guess if we take this. So if we take this and put that back, and then put this here, and put some dark oak in. That adds a little bit more variety, which I think actually works quite well. Add another glass window. Then we'll add some 2 high windows with some trapdoors in a second. Actually, I wanted to do something different here. It's such a strange house. Actually, what if I just did? I can just do this number and then shrink this bit. Yeah, I think I like that. It moved it. It moved it. What about this? I can pull this out. Problem is, I have now this extra beam. Although actually, that doesn't look terrible. So I think I can kind of stick with it. Now, what if we also brought it up a bit? We brought it up another layer. Let's not do that. So let's bring this up. So bring this up, and then we can do like a 3 high window. I think could be kind of cool. And then a 2x2. And we have these 3x3 windows, and then 2x2. I don't want to use glass. I want to use something different. Ooh, I'm gonna try this. For a bit of a pop of color, I'm gonna do this. Which is a wild decision. But I think it works. I think that works. Kind of, mostly, partially, sort of. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But we're not going for perfect here. We're just kind of trying to put something together. Let me grab my tough blocks again. And from here. Okay, put one there. Nope. We kind of do this. So basically we're building another, what do you call it? You know, that's kind of in a weird spot there. That might work. I think we don't really need. I'm probably gonna build an interior for this one, but we don't need an interior per se. All right, let's stack up like that, and then that'll work. Ooh, I guess I could do that for a bit of variety, kind of the different. And the different sizes could be kind of interesting. Let's do the doorway here. And then we'll just kind of like that. And then we want that pale oak door again. But this time we want it on the inside, but not outside. Maybe on the outside. But it looks very strange just by itself right there in the corner. So I want to do let's see. Let's see here. I do like that door placement, but I think I'm gonna fill in this. But the rest of it will be kind of the lower sat down section, which I do quite appreciate. Let's also go some birch, and these birch are gonna go here. Yeah, like that, kind of in like a paler tone. Now I need to add something here. We can add the birch again for part of the, yeah, that. Part of that. I think I want to add some tough blocks. Right about there. Kind of like that. And then we're going to put I want a stripe or something to kind of separate the layers, although that doesn't look too bad. This is kind of it's kind of a strange, very strange design I have going on here. It's definitely starting off on a heater, which is kind of wild. Let's also frame out everything real quick. Oh, I can delete this one. I don't need this. I don't need that pillar. I need it right there, but I don't need it anywhere else. Okay. Okay. And then we'll fill that in. And that's sort of the main bit of it. I kind of want to do... Let me grab the doors and then do a little bit of work here. There's like another door here, but it's a window. It's like a really big window, which is kind of wild. It's decent, but I think it needs a good roof. So the way I'm gonna do this roof right quick is I'm gonna use cobble. I think cobble deep slate. I think might be the shout for this one. So the way I'm gonna do this is pretty simple. Like that. It's like a gabled roof. So we're gonna do these first three like that. With a bit of an outlier, which is interesting. And then we're gonna do stretch it and then slabs, I think. Or what if we did not slabs? I broke something over. What did I break over there? I broke a green terracotta piece. Nope, I broke this. There we go. Yeah, we fixed it. We fixed it. Okay. Let's get some couple deep slate stairs. What about this? Oh, might work better here. Broke something again over there. That's okay. So can I go into this layer like that, and you just sort of build it up. So it's kind of got this weird sloped look to it, and then we do this. We have one more layer, so we'll stretch it. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I like that a little bit. Where is my symmetry? Or I guess it would be clone. Will work better. First point. Second point. Control F. Control F. There we go. All right. Confirm. Finish. Let's see. I like it. I think I like it. However, I think I do want to do this. Kind of like a neat style. Now what if we did, because I don't like this kind of weird gap here. What if we did this? That's actually not bad. I think I'm going to do that. Now, this is incredibly stiff, if you will, of a palette. Granted, it's not really supposed to be much. Kind of like that. Pretty basic. Lines are very aggressive. Although I could do, I think I want to do this though. This wood. Extrude. There we go. And then let's also grab this. And we'll build it up, even though it's not in the middle. It actually doesn't look bad though. So let's also stick in some staircases. Classic staircase. Kind of like that. That's not a bad roof. I think that's an alright roof. Perfect. So let's put it up to there. Let's also do that. It's fine, I guess. Let me extrude. Kind of weird, honestly. It's not terrible. I think I still gotta add some birch trapdoors in here. Kind of like that. Do some of this. I do quite like double shutters. And then yes. Okay. Perfect. There we go. Okay, I'm like having to focus on where I'm putting this. There, that does add, but it's very bland. It's very dark. I need something to spice it. Maybe. I don't know. I do quite like it like this. Again, this is gonna be like a villager hut or something along that nature. Something just to put into the build. Now we want to focus on some more detail blocks, just kind of hanging around. Let's get some barrels. Let's get some decorative pots. Put like one of these, a pot. And then one thing that's cool about the pot is it's bigger than an actual block by a little bit with this extra little chunk here. I wonder, what does it look like with an end rod? Oh, I need that. I need that. That's not terrible. It's kind of weird, but it does hide the extra. So what about a lantern? That's kind of funky. I can get behind that. That could be kind of a cool. That's kind of a cool light, actually. So what if? No, not there. What if we put some pots out? Make sure it doesn't sort of like eat my lantern. It's actually decent. It definitely adds a bit extra detail. Let's go and grab, not in here, some flowering azaleas. So we get some more bushes. Do you know what? I really like that. I think that looks really good. As a kind of like a decorative piece here. So let's do that here as well. So we're gonna put the blocks in and destroy these. And then we'll do this, and then no, we can just put it like right here. Now I need to figure out something to put here. An end rod's not a bad Inrod's not a bad idea because I can put one in. That's also not a bad idea. That's also not a bad idea. I'm saying all this stuff. Oh my gosh. What about... What about lodestone? I like that. I think that looks really good, actually. Oh, I'm gonna go over, but it's fine. It's for the pots. It's for my decorative pots. Because I actually really like these decorative pots, like surrounding the house almost. Let's put a lodestone right here. We can make lodestone super easily now as well, so there's that. So we don't have to worry about lodestoning. There we go. There we go. I like that. It does look very detail heavy down low. I think I might be able to fix that with this. With that piece. Okay, so let's see, where is that? That's above here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some stairs in anyways. Because we're gonna need it. No, that. There you go. It's a lot of logs, I'll be honest. It's a lot of logs. So this kind of gives us a bit of a buffer zone to work with, just in the way it's all detailed out. Kind of like this. Okay, and then that is covered up. We could do that. Ooh, ooh, I like that. Although, I think I make it even better if I get this. Yes! Oh, that's really cool. That actually looks really good. Oh, I really am starting to like this house a little bit. With all these little details that I'm adding here. I think that's actually about all I really want to do with this first house. So let's go ahead and take a look over here, because there's a bunch of stuff I want to look at when it comes to building. Just kind of like what I've done in the past. Like here's kind of an off-kilter one that didn't come out very well. That's a weird house. This is a very interestingly tall house. This is kind of a neat house. It's got a lot of trapdoors in it. This one's kind of cool. It's just kind of crosses this avenue, which I think is cool. There's a lot of mud in the streets, which is really neat. This is neat. It's just kind of a, you know, it's like a corner of a house. Like that's all that's actually built. Ignore that. What else have we got? Get the Japanese style houses. This style house. This another portal that's super sick. I'm really happy with that. That turned out. I ain't gonna be replacing the. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let me just do this number. This might actually do some work here. Because I do not want these trees here anymore. Yeah. Bunk, 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 bunk. It says delete everything quite decently fast, but it is still sort of slow because it's all just sort of like there's a bunch of 1 blocks, but it does delete a lot of bigger stuff really nice and quick. Kind of like that. Okay, so that tree is now gone. I'm probably gonna just bring over one of those trees over there. Let's actually do that real quick. Alt, clone. Let's see which one. I think I want to bring this tree over. Although I don't really like that. I might do this tree. This tree's kind of cool. I'll have to do some variability here. Okay. down. Ah. Just make sure that does not have the entire tree. Oh, I could just do that. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Maybe do that. That has the whole tree. Okay, let's go over here. Come on, tree. Let's go over here. Now I do want to rotate it a little bit. Right there is probably fine. How's that fitting? It's a little close. Maybe bring it back, bring it one spot that way. Bring it more forward, bring it up. I can bring it down. Okay. So that's finished. So now we've replaced our disaster that's over here with one of these trees, and that looks significantly better with this like unique tree that we've added here. So this again, old style tree building, not good at all. New style tree building, way better, like significantly better. Oh, these are the newer tree styles I've been working with. I kind of want to take one of these trees, duplicate it, and add kind of a dark, like something like this. Hello, Rosquilla. How are you doing? I am messing with trees and attempting to build houses. That one is... Oh dear, I have no idea. Also, okay, that looks weird. I promise you, it's not. It's got... There it is. It's got... what are these called? Pots. It's got pots. So let's you know what? I was gonna build houses, but now I'm building trees because I enjoy building trees. All right, yeah, that's good to hear. Being a good is quite good to hear. I'm working on trees. They're quite difficult to work on. To be honest, I kind of want to go with this palette though. This is a good palette. Like, yeah, it's very building anything that looks somewhat natural is very difficult, and I'm trying very hard to get better at it, but it is incredibly difficult. So let's build up. Where is the deep slate? Let's do this number. Actually, that. We're gonna keep bringing this tree upwards. I think I want to add another one right here. Not there. Kind of like that. Do a bit of that number to kind of let it, like, kind of slowly. Or I guess I could get some cobble deep slate stairs and do that. So it's kind of a bit. I mean, it's still quite long, so I don't like that. I do like the more natural look with that, because it just kind of just goes over, especially if I just do that. Oh yeah, look at that. Like it just kind of is naturally going over. So from here, I want to build out some branches. So I want to build this up just a little bit more. Probably there is fine. So this is kind of our top of the tree, and I want to add some branches off of this. So let's go ahead and do some of that. Let's see. Let's do that. So there's one. Let's do this one. This is all just kind of random. Like, if this looks like it's like, oh, it's really good, it's random placement. That's all this is. I'm just sort of trying to make it look kind of natural. I need to do from this angle here. Ah! There we go. Something kind of like this. Now it looks weird right now. I'm gonna kind of texture it out. This tree is awesome. I love how this tree came out with like the deep slate into tough into end side. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Let's do a split here. Here I think is a better spot. Not there. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. That looks really good. I'm quite happy with that. And then let's do there we go. Let's do this. Nope. Nope. Let's build out again. Kind of like that, I think is good. And then kind of no higher. Like that. There we go. So these trees always look super stupid when you don't have any leaves on them or any texturing. I know that for sure. So let's kind of just add a bit of yeah, we'll go here. And then we'll go with this. And then from here we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm thinking it looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling today. My throat is trying to kill me. Let's grab some andesite. With this. And then I need some tough. Just some regular tough, and then some. Oh, I have everything. Okay. So these are the kind of texturing blocks I want to work with. So we'll go into switch mode. And I want to start from the top here. So we'll do like those three. So that means basically all of these are andesite, which is perfectly fine. Now, one thing that Minecraft really doesn't have any other than panel oak is like gray woods, but a lot of trees are pretty gray. So it's kind of interesting like that. Now, I do want like the ends of all these branches to be in this andesite style, and you'll kind of see why in a little bit. And let's go into tough blocks a little bit. So let's go to here for the tough. Now, obviously, we're gonna kind of do something kind of like that, and then we'll have some tough walls in there as well. Not many. We'll do that. And then obviously kind of the next phase of all these extra branches is adding some tough walls. Not really a specific number on each one. I'm kind of just doing 3 at the moment, just because I think it looks good, so that we can come back. Let's also add some here, and we'll do that there. I think I like this. And then we'll come back in with the deep slate. I kind of look. Actually, I want to add a bit more tough into this. And then we'll come back and sprinkle it in with some deep slate. Because deep slate technically ends here. Is sort of what the vibe I'm pushing for right now. Just gonna do that. No, let's do that. I like that. Deep slate ends here, but there's like echoes of it up here. Kind of like this. Every now and then there's a little bit of deep slate up here. That actually looks really good. Wow! I'm really happy with how that came out. Let's just look at that. Kind of like a dead tree. Now, if I wanted to go for dead tree vibes, I would start adding in probably some pale oak fences to like make it even more narrow and dead looking. I don't know, something like that. But okay, so we have that tree. Now let's grab the leaf, and I want to go with some birch leaves. So birch, these are azalea. They're really bright. I like the birch leaf color. So we're gonna go with the birch leaves for this group. So kind of the idea that I have when building a tree, at least as of late, which has been when I'm primarily building a tree, is I want something that is kind of a canopy, kind of like this. So okay, this is a canopy tree. Like it has a full canopy, but it sort of follows where these branches are, just which is actually pretty cool. I did not cover this entire section. Let's fix that. That's better. Oh man. All right, so now basically I'm just sort of connecting the dots, if you will, between all the different tree leaf spots here to kind of get an idea of the topography of the topographic map that I want to be using to connect everything here. So like this one's way further, so we want to do something kind of like that. Why did I do that? That's why. So we have this one. We're just gonna connect like right there. This one is obviously gonna connect kind of into this one. Okay, so now they're all kind of connected. So now I have sort of an idea of what I'm seeing here. So we're just kind of gotta start just placing leaves sort of at random. And I can just sort of watch the tree, and you can see the tree kind of come to life here as I start adding leaves. Let's kind of go with that. That corner. So you have a lot of variety. Ooh, I like that. It is also nice having the falling leaf feature. That is, oh, it's so nice. It's such a nice little aesthetic thing. Just having the the leaves just sort of falling out of the tree. I don't know, it just really adds to the atmosphere that I kind of want to go for here. Let's just put you there, and then you kind of like that. You there. Kind of just keep building out this top one. Kind of make it a little bit higher as well. Kind of like that. So obviously the backside needs a little bit of work, but this actually doesn't look too bad up here. So right here isn't actually too bad. Now we gotta add some more to this section here. Let's see. Just sort of keep building. Very interesting. Okay, I like that. man, I need to extend this out a little bit, just to kind of give that slope feeling with the canopy. I don't know, something like that. Let's do that. I like that. That looks decent. Looks decent. Now here's an interesting. It's very, very flat over here. I kind of want to add a bit of divot in here. So we're gonna take this, sort of like that, and that's gonna give it a bit more of an effect. That is kind of not quite full, if that makes sense. Kind of like that. So then you have what looks like two different bulbs of tree, or two different bulbs of leaves, which is quite cool. Ooh, I like this tree. Let's kind of add to this side. Kind of like this. I need to figure out what to do with this bottom section. So this bottom section is kind of funky because of it. It's kind of a weird spot. But you got to make sure that it's filled in to a same degree as the rest of the tree, where it won't really feel right. Because then you're just gonna get a lopsided tree. Because then you get this hole, but we kind of want this hole in the tree. Because this hole is demonstrating that these are two different leveled, yeah, they're two different leveled branches, which is what they are. So we do kind of want that demonstration happening here. Let's kind of put that in, that in. So it's almost like avoiding this piece here. So let's kind of do that as well. And then there we go. And this is also a branch, I just realized. We can connect these branches up a bit. Do something like this. I like this. There's a hole like right here in the middle of the tree. I do need to fill it in though. Okay, I was wondering if I could keep that hole, because that's kind of a neat little feature there. Okay, so this is sort of what we've got now after a lot of leaf placing. Now it does kind of look like a house, I'm realizing, so I'm gonna do a little bit of adjustment here. So let's pull that in a bit more. I kind of want to split this a bit. No, keep that in. Kind of like that, and then we'll pull this down as well. And this. That way you kind of get these two different bulbs of light, or of leaf. Then you have this side, which actually that side looks pretty good. And this side, which also looks pretty good. Now from underneath, this tree is quite interesting because of how large it is. Like, it's a very large tree. However, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, well, oh, so we're at Y level -60. We get up on top of the tree to the top leaf. It's at Y level -38, which makes this tree 22 meters high, or 60 feet. Now, if I'm gonna look up real quick, how tall is the average? What is this? Let's just go with the oak tree. So, how tall is the average oak tree? So, the average oak tree is between 50 and 80 feet. So, this tree is actually quite a bit tall. It's like above average oak tree. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but this is an above average oak tree, or it's average, I guess, at 60 feet or 22 meters, so 66 feet. So 22 meter high tree. Now I might add some leaves under here, doing some nonsense like that. Yes, I do quite like that. How is this playing? We'll do that. I like that. I think that looks good. So this is pretty much just your average height oak tree, which is strange. So because let's see, let me grab natural blocks. Where are my saplings? Here, I'm looking at them. I'm super dumb. Ingredients, bone meal. So let's grab an average oak tree. So we actually didn't get an average. We got a bigger one. But even then, so again, Y level minus 60 to up here, which is Y level minus 48. This is a 12 meter high. It's a very small oak tree. Actually, am I stupid? Did I say that? Oh, I did say feet. Okay. So a common or English oak tree is 65 to 180 feet. So I guess I'm wrong in my numbers, but that's just me being an idiot. Regardless, I guess this is kind of an average oak, but still, I digress. This is still 22 meters. Wait, no, I am right. I'm not stupid. I was talking about feet. I just got my units confused. We're okay. This is an average sized tree then, because it's 22 meters high, which is 66 feet, and the average one is 50 to 80 feet. I was thinking it was yards or meters, which are roughly the same thing, by the way. Get mad at me if you want. I don't care. This one's actually probably... I don't know what kind of tree this is. This is... I mean, it's the same bark style as this one, but this one's intended to kind of be closer to an oak tree. This one has this extra branch, which I guess could be an oak tree, even though it's using azalea leaves, which is just a different style of tree. And I actually really do like the way that this one came out. It's a pretty good design here. Now, this tree, I'm gonna go take it and put it right there. So, I did delete something. That's fine. So let's grab some just azalea leaves. And yeah, that's fine. Yep, okay. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll put like you right there. Right? Yes. Okay, so this first, what is, erase. Erase box? I really can't do that, can I? Let me just go back to extrude, because extrude kind of works as a, you know, deleter of things. Because, I mean, look at this. It just sort of bonk. I don't know. It's just kind of, it just works a little bit faster. Because it's able to remove multiples of things. Like, look at all this stuff get deleted. I don't know. There's something that's kind of satisfying about it, honestly. It's more than one block, though, at a time. Go away. Yeah. Ooh, I'm hitting air. I don't want to hit air. Hitting air is scary. Because I might accidentally shrink the world. And that would be bad. I mean, well, ideally, it would be bad, but I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I guess I could just undo it. What are you gonna do? Unshrink the world? Probably. I'm probably gonna just. Okay, whatever. Alright, clone. First point. Second point, we have the entire tree. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna bring it over here. So we're also gonna put this tree over kind of in this area. Nope. Too close. Yeah, that's about right. And then we'll push it back. About there. Confirm. Alright. So these are sort of now integrated slightly. I still need to integrate this one a little bit better. But these are integrated a bit better. Let's just do this. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna push this bit. Yes. Kind of like that. I think that'll work. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. So now we have kind of our two oak trees, oakish trees. I don't know what they're actually gonna be called, but they're oak-ish trees, dark oak or dark something. I don't know. It works to where I'm happy with all this, if that makes sense. Which I know it probably doesn't, but that's okay.